day. It's the National Football League. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's Week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there. Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out in the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And some room to work. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Browns. Stephon Sullivan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Forced out to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Beasley. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is down. DeAndre Hopkins from 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. no run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this returnable for Hines. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Rolling to his right. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll buy some time right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Back to throw here. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Prescott to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Damian Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we can the ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Back to throw again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Patterson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 75. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Throwing, Prescott. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and
he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Prescott's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Getting set to go again. We got to look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
It's caught at the 10. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Zach Ertz. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Prescott now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. One last shot now for Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they too will exit with a 2-1 record.
Come and get me.